Alright, we're good. Good to go. Thanks, guys. We're good. Let's have a good time. Oh, tonight. Yeah, baby. Where's that little guy? Alright, I see everybody everywhere now. Everything is perfect. Never been this perfect before. I'd knock on wood, but there's no wood in outer space. Woo! Some wood in that wine, Squeeb. Wood wine. Ok, Pablanos.
You know, Brainina, in a past life, I was a frog.
What? How do you know?
Well, I don't know for certain, but I love to hop.
Oh, I can't hop, but I dream about it.
Is that right? Well, you probably used to be a frog too.
I probably was. Ribbit.
Hey, we gotta start the show, guys. Let's do it.
Whoops. Sorry, Charlie.
Yeah, we apologize, Charlie.
This is your wake-up call. Time to reach, go for it all.
I've had over 40 pizzas in the last 30 days.
Are you kidding me?
I saw so many shoes out and I just went, why not me?
Yeah.
Ron and Jay, the Duke of the Wicked, one half of the Insane Clown Posse, and you're watching Clownvis to the Rescue! I thought you knew! Woo woo!
And it starts right now!
kill somebody. Come on! Clownvis to the rescue. Hey, welcome here tonight. You know we do things right. I'm jogging through space, and tonight I just might be on Clownvis to the rescue. Hey, I appreciate y'all hanging around, so get on the phone, call your grandma and tell her Clownvis is on. It's time for the program. So get with the program, people. Party people, are you ready to have some fun tonight? Because it's all good, it's all in fun. Get in the pit and try to love someone. Ball with the ball, bang it dang, diggy diggy diggy, set the boogie. That's Clownvis, believe me, I am here to rescue you. Mahiga Botswana, my little dopamine weasel. Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you. Put me back in the ship. Thank you. Put me inside. Thank you. You can turn up. Hey, thank you guys so much. I see the super chats are on. Buffy, Sanitized, and John W. Davis both getting the ball rolling in the super chats on YouTube.com. My name is Clownvis. I sure hope you know that, and I sure hope you're ready to have a little fun tonight, because that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. We are taking letters and changing them. We're swapping them out with Y. So instead of saying that's what we're going to do, we're saying that's what we're going to do. Who's with me? Thank you very much. I see your guys' comments. We got a big show tonight. We got a very fun show tonight. In just a little bit, I'm going to be joined by a guest. Her name is Kid Cadet, and she's really an interesting person, and she's got a lot of stuff going on. And I was able to do a podcast that she does called Talk Culture Podcast. I did that maybe last month, and I wanted to have her on this program to share what she does with you. So we do have a Zoom feed coming in from outer space, and we think that's all patched in nicely tonight. But before we do any of that, we got to check in with these frogs. I'm going to let them frogs up there drive the ship. What about Squeeb? I know what he's doing. Squeeb!
What's up, doggy?
Hey, Squeeb, how you doing, dude?
Clownvis, I am doing Alf and Snack-tastic. That means I'm fine. I'm doing fine.
Yeah, we got a big show tonight.
I'm always fine, dude. I'm feeling excited tonight because we got a special guest.
Yeah, we do. Kid Cadet, do you know her?
Oh, yeah, I'm a big fan. I just saw her on TV last week.
Yeah, you watched that. That was cool, huh? Very cool.
So cool, man. So cool. Clownvis, if you need any of these snacks, I can bring you some over.
No, I don't need any snacks. I'm good.
All right, let me know. Maybe after the show, come by, eat some snacks, watch some Alf.
That's what we do every night, man.
I know. I just want to do it again.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'll be there as soon as the show's over. We'll eat snacks and watch Alf.
All right, buddy, let's get into it. Clownvis to the Rescue, episode 215.
That is... Gosh, there's some audio hotness happening, Squeeb. Make sure we get those audios dialed in. You're going to blow the spaceship out of the water. You're out of the proverbial water. It's proverbial. Thank you very much. You guys are so fantastic. Before we get into the big interview tonight, I do want to tell you, yes, the Kings Cup. I know everybody's excited about this, and I've been talking about it. And the big raffle is happening. I'm talking about the Kings Cup. The big raffle is happening. Put me in the raffle room. You got some raffle music for me? We got the raffle song, don't we? Who's got the raffle song? Squeeb, do you have the raffle song pulled up? Yeah. Hey, we got a big raffle going on. Raffle. I know there's a lot of raffle heads out there, so this one is for you. We are raffling off my cup. One of these. This is a cup from my personal collection. As a matter of fact, I said I had 2 of these, and now I honestly can't even find 2. This is the only one I can find, so this may be the last raffle. I'll tell you what, guys. All you gotta do, go to clownvistotherescue.com. Raffle tickets are $5. You can enter as many times as you want. And you know me, I'm a raffle nut, man. Once I get raffling, I'll raffle the shirt off my back. I swear to God. You know what I mean? There's a lot of power in a raffle, and I don't believe in milking raffles. I believe, well, yeah, I guess you would milk a raffle and then make something nice out of the milk. Do yourself a favor, go to clownvistotherescue.com. Maybe you could win the King's Cup. Maybe you will. Thank you. And I've always said this, and I've prefaced this, that the raffle is a fundraiser for the show. All that money goes directly to our show, and we put on the show with it. It's a free show. We do 2 nights a week, and we absolutely love to do it. We never really hound you guys for money. You know, it's not like this is some horrid community radio where I'm going to be, hawking this for weeks on end. It's just in the doldrums. You got to raise a couple bucks to keep the show going, to keep the boat floating, and that's exactly what we're doing. And you guys know I appreciate every ounce of support you guys have ever shown this show, whether that's monetarily, whether that's explaining to your friends, which I know they don't get it, but you're doing a good job telling your friends about it, and you're doing a good job keeping this old clown spirits up, guys. We're gonna have so much fun. I want to have some fun right now with a friend that a new friend, man. I was gonna say one of my good old friends, but honestly, we've never met in real life. But like I said, I was able to do her podcast. It's called the Talk Culture Podcast, and it's really interesting. We're going to talk all about it. Let me slip a little suppository in my ear to help things, help the medicine go down. Can you do that? Can you stick a We'll talk about that later. What I want to do right now is go to. We have a room set up in the other. What do you call that? Get a couple things set up here, guys. I'll tell you what we're going to do right now. We're going to check in with a friend. I just got to get us into this new robot room. All right, check this out. Doo-doo-doo. All right, check this out, ladies and gentlemen. We are going live right now with a friend of the show. Her name is Kid Cadet. How you doing, Kid?
Hi, Clownvis. I'm doing amazing. Thank you for having me.
Oh, wow. Well, you can tell the people are excited. And we got to settle them down. Let me fade the people out. They're too excited. Kid, I am a big fan of yours. I was on your podcast called the Talk Culture Podcast, or just called Talk Culture Podcast, right?
Yes, that's it.
You do a real fantastic job on that program, and I've been on a lot of programs, and most of them are crummy. But the one that I did with you, I'm so impressed by how slick it is, how well you did your homework, and how much fun you have. You incorporate things that are, they're planned ahead and they're fun, and there's a lot to be said for that. When it comes to making content, what is your ultimate goal, or where do you come into it thinking you want to see and you want to do?
Well, initially, the Talk Culture podcast started off as a spinoff of a convention I was working for called GalaxyCon. And so at the time, our main goal was just to, keep people happy and keep everyone's minds off of the craziness of the world that was happening around us. And I guess it's the same thing. We just want to put a smile on faces, kind of like what you're doing. And yeah, I mean, it's been going over 100 episodes now, so we feel really blessed to have so many incredible guests like yourself. And I have to say, I know you're coming back at the end of this month, so I'm looking forward to that as well.
Yeah, well, it's you've been doing it for how long has Talk Culture been happening?
Gosh, I would say Talk Culture's been about a year now. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So it's been since the world ended. So it was a labor of let's see what we can do. Because let me tell the people watching, what if you haven't seen Talk Culture, you guys bring into the fold a lot of celebrities and comedians and I mean all kinds of different. There's been musicians. I mean, it's really an impressive roster of guests you've had.
Thank you. Yeah, we feel very blessed that we've had such an incredible variety. We like to think that we've had guests for all generations, anyone from Peter Noon from Hermit's Hermits to one of my favorites, Corey Taylor, Slipknot, Stone Sour, and everything in between. So yeah, it's been quite the journey.
And you're very, it's heavy on wrestling stuff. You work a lot in the world of wrestling, correct?
That I do. I am not a wrestler. My husband is a wrestler. I am a ring announcer. So yeah, I can't even do a somersault. So when I attempted, I knew that was the end of my wrestling career and I wanted to do something a little more safe. And thankfully, ring announcing was that job. So yeah, I've been a ring announcer for about 7 years now.
That's so fun. I've worked a little bit in wrestling, same thing, kind of adjacent, where I get to either be a manager or be, announce or perform between bouts. But let me ask you this: you also do a podcast with Gangrel. Are you still doing that?
We are. It's Fangin' and Bangin' with Gangrel and Kid Cadet. We've been, I think we're up to 32 episodes now. That's gone by really quickly. It's a weekly episodic thing as well. You can find it on YouTube, Spotify, wherever you listen to your podcast. It's been such an honor because Gangrel was literally one of my favorite wrestlers growing up. I loved the Brood. Yeah. He's right? Like, I love a good character wrestler, and he's a vampire. And, he had the best entrance. I think that there's no debate when the Brood came up from the ground with all the fire, and it's just, and so I just feel so
he's
honored.
Spitting blood all over him, but yeah, it's great.
Right. Exactly. It's just, he's so wonderful. His stories are so incredible. And yeah, it's been a really fun ride. Yeah.
Yeah, I did a couple things at his wrestling school, and he was, just such an impressive guy, still going strong, and there's a lot to be said for that. Well, it's so cool, and speaking of you being a wrestling announcer, probably what a lot of people watching this on their phones or on their tablets or whatever the hell they watch this on right now, they're saying, I know that girl. She's talking about being a wrestling announcer. Where the heck do I know that girl? Kid, why don't you tell the people why, as of 2 weeks ago, you are a household name, right?
Well, thank you for saying that. On January 5th, I believe it was. So yeah, about 2 weeks ago, I was on a show on Fox called I Can See Your Voice. And I was one of the secret voices. I was the wrestling announcer, and it was so much fun. I'm so glad that the world actually gets to watch it now, because we filmed last year, and obviously because of the craziness of the times.
Oh, it was that long ago. Yeah.
I'm so glad it's out there. I'm glad I can talk about it. And I'm
gonna put this picture up here. Look, this is a picture of Kid singing with Jewel, the icon, the legend, Jewel. That was part of the show, right? You got to sing with Jewel.
Yeah, I was really fortunate to make it to the end. Out of the 6, I didn't get eliminated. And man, Jewel is something else. I know you've met her as well, and I know I've only heard such wonderful and positive things about her. There's a reason that she is so loved. She's a good person, and
I would like to see I'm sorry to interrupt you. I would like to see a Venn diagram of the people that know Gangrel and Jewel, and I think it's just me and you. I don't think there's not a lot of crossover there.
That's fine. We're in a world of our own.
We should have a party, just the 4 of us, me, you, and Gangrel and Jewel.
I'll be there. Can we like do the brood entrance when we arrive at the party?
Yes,
Okay.
of course we can. And then I guess we'll just wrestle. I don't know how it all works. I'm not a professional. But no, so the show is called I Can See Your Voice, and I haven't seen your episode. I've seen some of the clips that you've posted, but I have watched the show in the past. I am a big fan of these I don't want to say dumb concept game shows, but these outside of the box concept game shows that they're making these days, where the emotional overhead is low. I like that. Like I don't like the Star Search everything in the Survivor Island where there's always someone whose dreams are crushed in this and that. I like things like The Masked Singer and I Can See Your Voice, where it's kind of like, hey, this is lighthearted fun. Let's put some talents on display, have a little fun with it. Nobody has to go home crying, and maybe we can give some money in one direction or the other, right?
You're exactly right. And I think my favorite thing about this show that's different from other singing competitions is this really isn't a singing competition between me and the other secret voices. The contestant has to decide whether or not they think we can sing by watching us do a lip sync, but it's not like this person's better than the other. And, there's no...
It's a really
gets
fun
to
game.
shine.
If you haven't watched the that show, the show, I Can See Your Voice. The people like pretend to lip sync and they tell you their profession and you kind of got to add it all up in your head. Like, could that person have that voice? It's really fun. It's fun to watch.
It is, and I'm terrible at it. Like, having experienced it, I watched all the episodes and I went back to watch season 1, and I am so bad. I assumed as a singer, I would be okay at being like, okay, they're breathing right, that voice. I'm terrible at it. So it's fun to guess, though.
We all like to think we are real smart and professional and wise. And one thing that you do is Kid, you do so much. I have a laundry list of things in front of me that you do. But one thing that I read, and that I'd like you to expand on a little bit. You own or you started a trivia company or a game show company, or that's one of your passions, doing game shows. You've done that for years.
13. Oh my gosh. Not to age myself, but yeah, Wonder Kids Team
We've
Trivia.
all been around.
I'm tired. Yes. No, I started this trivia company, and like I said, I'm bad at picking out singers. I'm also a terrible trivia player. So I figured I'd start my own company so I could be the ones asking the questions rather than having to answer. And so oh my gosh, it's been so rewarding. And I feel like I just have so much useless knowledge just stuffed in my brain now that I'm real fun at parties. So,
that's inspirational to me. I would imagine that you are fun at parties because that's the kind of that's what I want. I want someone that just has 13 years worth of questions to just ask me questions so I don't have to do the talking at a party. That's fantastic. Is there any game shows that you put together, or any kind of things that you've that are big ideas that you have or that you're working on that would be a complete game show, or is it just you're into the trivia collecting business?
I mean, ultimately, I think it'd be so cool to be able to do like a little bit of everything, just a variety show, somehow incorporate trivia. But yeah, for right now, I just go to bars and different restaurants and, meet people and ask them my questions. So that's where we're at tonight.
You mean unannounced? You just go into an Applebee's and start asking questions?
Here I am. No.
In one of those question mark jumpsuits? That'd be cool. That's a good idea. Rogue trivia.
That'd be fun. Like dressed like the Riddler. I like it.
We try a little bit, and just recently we've started on this program because I just love the idea of a game show. I love, just the idea of a game show. And I don't even watch that many of them, but I like to think that I'm real smart and clever. Do you have any trivia questions on hand you could ask me?
Do I? I certainly do. So
let me be completely honest. That I did ask Kid, everybody watching. I did ask Kid. I said maybe drum up some trivia questions and you can ask me. But I have no knowledge. There's no categories or anything. I just like to think that maybe I could answer some general trivia, or it could be categories or anything, whatever you got.
It's pretty general, but I think you're gonna do great.
Is there any kind of rules right here, or is it just trivia? Am I trying to get
the rules best, are get them right? Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
All
Are
right,
you
go
ready?
ahead. Hit me with. Wait a minute. We can
Okay.
do. Hang on a minute here.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's play. What's the name of this game show? Can we give it a name? Kid Cadets Trivia.
I like it.
Kid
I like
Cadets
it.
stump the clown. Let's see
right.
if Kid Cadet can stump the clown. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now here's your host with the questions, Kid Cadet.
All right. All right, Clownvis, here we go. Question number 1. Receiving $18,000. According to Variety magazine, who was the highest paid act at the original Woodstock Festival in 1969?
All right, I'm thinking about who was at Woodstock. Of course, the first idea would be Jimi Hendrix, but at the same time, that might be too obvious. There was other acts there that were probably more popular. I'm thinking like the Mamas and the Papas or one of those kind of silly bands. If there's a time limit, is there a time limit?
We're on your time.
All right. Well, then let me keep thinking here. Country Joe
Okay.
and the Fish. You had. I'm just gonna say the Mamas and the Papas, even though I don't think that's right.
Okay. So do you want the correct answer, Clownvis?
Yeah.
Okay. You did mention them. The answer is
Country
Jimi
Joe and the
Hendrix.
Fish?
No,
Oh, Jimi
it
Hendrix.
was Jimi Hendrix. But you
I
did
should
mention
have
it.
said
So like bonus points for you did name a
For
lot
talking
of
it
acts.
through?
That was pretty impressive. So.
Listen, if there's one thing I've learned, that's why you always want to talk it through. You want to name about 6 or 7 things to hedge the bet that someone might think you actually are smart. You kind of can just name a bunch of stuff. At least I kind of. All right, give me another one. That was a trick question.
Okay, you're right. Totally a trick question. Okay. How about a multiple choice one? Want a multiple choice?
All right.
Okay. Okay.
See if I even need the multiple choice first. Ask the question and see if I need the multiple.
Totally. What shape is the Milky Way galaxy?
The hell kind of question is that? Is there shapes in space?
Mm-hmm. There are. I can give
All
you
right,
the multiple choice.
Give me the hit me with the multis.
Okay. Is the Milky Way galaxy elliptical shaped, irregularly shaped, or is it a spiral?
Well, the pictures look like it's a spiral, now that you say that. I don't know why it would be shaped like an elliptical. That's an exercise machine, so I think that's one of the goofy questions. And you said the other thing would be
irregular.
Irregular. Well, that just means weird. Yeah, it's weird shaped. I mean, I'm sure it's weird. So I'm gonna say, thinking that it's not a piece of exercise equipment, and you're trying to trick me by saying it's weird. It's a spiral.
It's a spiral.
Thank you. I knew it was a spiral. Settle down, guys. Thank you. All right, hit me with another one. We can. I want to see if I can really go on a tear.
Okay. This one's a little unique. What is Faygo's best-selling flavor?
Faygo is a soda that I love. Detroit City. Their most popular flavor?
Mm-hmm.
Of all time?
Of all time.
I'm going to go with my gut and say Faygo Red Pop. Faygo Red Pop.
Faygo Red Pop. Is that your final answer?
Yeah, it's got to be because that's. I think that's their biggest claim to fame, that no one else has a solid ass Red Pop.
Okay, Red Pop is correct. That is the correct.
Yeah, answer. Baby. Thank you. See, I'm kind of smart when it comes to Detroit sodas and things like this. Hit me with another one, kid. I'm going to answer these suckers all night long.
Okay, here we go. It's a wrestling question. What Bible verse is the catchphrase of wrestler Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Well, it's 3:16, which is
that's the answer. 3:16.
Let there be hot wings in heaven, I think is the words. But yeah, Austin 3:16.
Let there be hot wings in heaven. Okay.
I was just watching that Stone Cold ET video. You seen Stone Cold ET?
It's pretty amazing. Yes.
I love it. I could watch that all day long. Hit me with another one. Come on, I can't get enough. All right,
okay.
We won't do too many more. How many is that in a row, though? Who's keeping score?
I think
I've got
3.
Like seven in a row. 3?
Oh yeah, 7.
Okay,
it was 7. Okay. Here's a fun one. Okay. The Wet Bandits and the Sticky Bandits are featured in what film franchise?
The Home Alone franchise.
Okay. There you go. Home Alone.
Let's go till I get one wrong.
Okay. Go till you get one wrong. Okay.
I'm not ever gonna get one wrong. I'm gonna keep going, but let's see how it happens. Somebody call Guinness.
Well, who does Guinness World Record credit?
Are you kidding? Wait, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Is this a damn question about the Guinness Book of World Records and I just said Guinness a second ago?
That was called a transition. Yes.
But did you already have the Guinness question lined up next, or did you skip to the Guinness?
Sure did.
But I didn't know you were going to talk about the Guinness Book of World Records.
No, you didn't.
And quite frankly, I've been talking to some people. Nobody's talking about the Guinness Book of World Records these days. In the old days, you'd look forward to them, the twins on the bike or something. But now I don't think anybody's talking about the Guinness. I think that's pretty weird that I said that. So it's clearly we're on the same wavelength. I'm a Guinness Book of World Records head. Hit me with the question.
Okay. So who does Guinness World Records credit as the longest running game show host?
How long have we been doing Sitting Pretty on this show? About 2 weeks, 3 weeks? I think I think Password went longer than 3 weeks. Let me think. The longest running game show is Price is Right, and hands down.
The host.
Oh, is that the longest running game show host?
Yes.
Pat Sajak, 40 years.
Okay. It's Pat Sajak. Yeah.
Thank you. He just celebrated his 40th anniversary last
Crazy,
week.
right? Oh my goodness. All right.
I've been watching him my whole life. I love him. Hit me again. These are general knowledge questions, and hold on. Let me try to say something psychic about the next question.
Okay, go ahead.
And I swear, and Kid knows. I mean, you guys watching probably think, "Oh, Clownvis is privy to these questions." But I swear to God, I just said Guinness before that. I bet the next question's about a horse.
Oh, sure. It is not.
No? Okay.
But
that was a stab in the dark.
You're very close. Okay, so according to the faded sign in the lyrics to the B-52 song, how many miles is it to the Love Shack?
15 or 16? 15. It's 15. Lock it in.
15 is correct.
Thank you. Thanks, guys. Try it again. Try to stump
You're on a roll.
Try it again.
Okay. Are you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Okay. How many seasons did Big Bad Beetleborgs air for?
I forgot to say that Kid Cadet on the when I did Talk Culture podcast, that was the Flabber connection. Everybody watching that knows I'm a Flabber head. I did Talk Culture podcast, and that was the infamous segment where they had a pre-recorded message from Flabber. How many seasons?
Mm-hmm.
It was 2 or 3. Are you counting the kind of reboot of it that happened that had a slightly different name?
Not including the reboot.
Oh, then I think it's. I might be wrong here. It's 2 or 3. Hold on a minute. I know it was 1, 2. I know it was at least 2. 3. It could have even been 4, but then they became something else. But I think that in the same canon. But I think what I'm gonna just split it because I think it could even be 4. So I'm just gonna say 3 seasons. I'm gonna say 3 seasons of Big Bad Beetleborgs.
It's 2.
No! No! Now wait a minute. See, this is where I think we might catch you on a technicality because well, I mean, not really.
I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. I'm certain of it.
They did a season after, but it's not. You're right. I'm wrong. I'm not arguing balls and strikes here. But there was another season where they were called something slightly different. The Bionic.
Okay, they tweaked it up a little bit.
They took a name. They took Big Bad. Maybe it was just Beetleborgs. Maybe it was just Beetleborgs or something. There was All right, one more question, kid. Come on, don't let me end on a low note like that.
You're doing amazing. You're doing great. Okay,
you can
see.
Listen. If I don't let you let me end on a low note, we're never gonna end. Because I like to eat. Like when you're eating grapes and you get a good one, and you're like, I'm gonna be done with these grapes, but that was a good one, so I'll have one more. But then it's a bad one, and you're like, well, let me end on a good one. And then you have a good one, and you're like, well, hell, I'll have another good one because that was good. So hit me with one more question, and
okay, this one's multiple choice, unless you don't want the multiple choice. So,
hit me with the first. I'll get it.
Okay, what is the first feature film trilogy to be shot concurrently with the same cast? So, meaning back to back to back.
It was a feature film that was shot all at once.
3 in a row.
I know they had the Back to the Futures all lined up pretty quick. Holy shit. Wrong question music.
And I can give you options if you'd like them. I do have options.
Oh yeah, okay. If there's okay, yeah. Give me hit with the multis.
Is it the Pirates of the Caribbean or Caribbean, whichever you prefer? Is it the Lord of the Rings? Or is it 50 Shades of Grey?
Well, you just named my 3 favorite flicks.
I figured as much.
I would say that the... Oh, well, you know what? You said Pirates. You said... What was the second one?
Lord of the Rings. And 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, I thought you were joking about 50 Shades of Grey, but now that
that's an option.
Yeah, now that I think about it, and by the way, I don't have the comments on, so I want to say this twofold before I answer the question. I don't have the comments pulled up, so number one, I'm not looking at any of the comments if people are answering in the comments, and number two, I apologize for any if I'm missing any super chats or if I'm missing anything in the comments. The question is, they were all filmed together. It was either Pirates of the Caribbean,
Lord of the Rings.
What was the second one you said?
Lord of the Rings. Or 50 Shades of Grey.
I guess even if they filmed them all at the same time, they would still wait to unleash them. So that won't help me knowing that they were all unleashed. And what do I know about Lord of the Rings? Nothing. God, what a boring film franchise. I cannot watch those to save my life. They could have filmed that all at one time. Probably so. That boy was a little elf boy or something. He seemed to be elfin the whole time. Hold on. I'm so sorry, kid. I'm not trying to drag this out. But you said, pirates. But did they make? Can I ask this? Did they make more than four? Did they make more than 3 pirates?
I believe that they did.
Because I know that they've talked about they're filming pirates at different times. It's not pirates. I'm taking pirates out of the equation.
Okay.
And don't try to fool me with your shame head shake. I know that you're trying to fool me. I'm saying number 2. I'm saying B. Number 2.
You're going with The Lord of the Rings.
No. I'm going with 50 Shades of Grey, actually.
You're going with 50 Shades of Grey.
I don't even know if they made 3 of them, but I'm going with 50 Shades of Grey because I know a little bit about the elf movie and I know a lot of bit about the pirate movie. And I don't know anything about the 50 Shades of Grey, so that's my answer, 50 Shades of Grey.
Okay. Well, the answer, Clownvis, is Lord of the Rings.
Oh! Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Squeeb, can you cross-check that? I don't think they filmed that all at the same time. I think they filmed half of it in Northern California and half of it in New Zealand. Does that sound correct?
I believe that they filmed all of it in New Zealand, but if the chat is yelling at me, I am so sorry. I am also not the biggest fan of Lord of the Rings.
I'm not looking at the chats. Let me pull up the chat. See what they say. They
Let's
say.
See if they're screaming at me right now.
Everybody's saying The Hobbit. Everybody's kind of trying to throw me off. No, everybody's saying LOTR. That means Lord of the Rings. LOTR.
Yeah. They have the abbreviation. We have to get on the abbreviation. Yes.
Lauder. That's fun. I did hear. Hey, Nuff Naff Rat told me a Pirates of the Caribbean. Whoops! I just gave it away. Sorry, I just gave the joke away. Nuff Naff told me a rat joke. You want to hear a rat joke?
Yes, please.
What would it be called if Nuff Naff Rat and his other rat pals went out? They set C. And they were mathematicians. They were really into math.
You have me stumped.
Pirates of the Caribbean. Because of that number.
I love that.
Thanks. It was his joke, not mine.
That's the franchise I want to see.
Yes, 3 rats. I don't know. Yeah, kid, listen. I'm not going to keep you all night. Although we could have you on any time. Maybe we could involve you in the trivia around here. I know you're busy. I know you got the. But if you ever want to try to stump me and come on with some questions, we could have you on to stump me. All right.
It would be an honor.
Is there anything that you want to plug or say? I mean, I know Jewel probably has a new album out. You probably want to push your friends. Promote
does she? If she does, I'm sure it's wonderful. I know she also just won the Masked Singer, but yeah, if you guys haven't seen the episode, you can find it Fox on Demand or also on Hulu. It's season 2, episode 1 of I Can See Your Voice with Bow Wow, Cheyenne Jackson, Jewel, and yeah, I just want to say thank you so much, Clownvis. I'm so honored. This is my favorite thing to watch. You always put a smile on my face, and I think you're so wonderful. And
Aww.
I can't wait to hopefully meet you one day in person, and maybe we can do a duet next.
Well, we certainly will. And Kid, if you guys out there watching, Kid is at a lot of these Comic-Cons and these conventions. You can find her working the panels there, and whatever you do there. What do you dress up like a mouse or something and walk around?
That sounds like a lot of fun. Not recently, no. My cosplay that I do when I ring announce for the conventions is April O'Neil, and that's a great time. But normally I'm just as myself. So.
No, well, we're Ninja Turtle fans around here. And listen, Kid, anything we can ever do to help you on this show, you're a friend of the show, and you have been more than kind to me having me on Talk Culture Podcast, which I will tell everybody one more time to make sure. What's the best way for them to find Talk Culture? It's one word with a K. What's
yes,
the best
it
way
is.
To find it?
We're on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Instagram. We're everywhere, really. So come
around
follow
the world.
We have a lot of fun. Global, yes.
Global. Well, thank you so much. Everybody in the chats, drop a thank you, Kid, for stopping by. And Kid, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, Kid Cadet. Bye, Kid. Nice talking to you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got a little more show to get to. And if you know what I mean, you know it's time to have some fun around here. Come on. We stand up, stretch the old hammies out. Oh. You guys see me answering those questions? I was answering some questions, boy. Let me pull up your comments, guys. I have had them closed because it's a thing we have to do to make this machinery work. You are little weasels. Check it out. All right, guys, I see your comments now. Cassandra, Juggalo Razam, Extraneous, Death Trooper, Travis, Cassandra again, Anne Marie, Steve Templar, Travis, J-Dub. I appreciate all you guys hanging out. Let's do the deal right now. What time is it? Listen, we've been trying to get to this for a minute. There's only one sea monkey alive, but he's hanging in there like a loose tooth, ladies and gentlemen. I know a lot of you people have been asking, where are the sea monkeys, Clownvis? I don't get to them every night, but they're good. There's only one little guy. Let me zoom in on him here. He's getting big, boy. Looking like Nessie. Looking like a Loch Ness monster. Look at him, boy. Hi. Hey, buddy. Love this guy. Digging in there. Digging in there. A little volcanic action. What would you do if you were a sea monkey? What would you guys do if you were sea monkeys? If there was only one of you left out of hundreds. Just eat algae and get big. Betty Clark says his name should be Uno. That's a good name. Let's give him a last name. What's his first name is Uno? Everybody in the comments, let me know what we should name this last guy. Uno? He's the last of his kind. Where's he at? Come on out of there, buddy. Hey! Long and lanky. I don't know if that's poop in his tail or if that's just how he looks these days. A good little boy. He's a good little boy. You know how we do it around here, guys. When all the sea monkeys die, I simply buy more sea monkeys. And that ain't some kind of baller. I ain't trying to sound like a sea monkey baller. I'm saying they're $7-8 on Amazon Prime. If they all die, you just buy another batch of them, and you get hundreds of them. And you're doing them a favor. I see Uno Tugboat, Uno Samson, Uno Solo, Uno Only, Uno, the Destroyer of Worlds, Uno Orbison. A lot of good names. How about we just call him Uni? Uni! Ha ha! Yeah, we're calling him Uni. Get it, Uni? Where'd he go? All right. Suck it to me, Uni. Boom. about that Kid Cadet, huh? We could talk to Kid all night around here. Very cool. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Shoutouts. If you want to make a shout-out, it's a very cool way to support the show. We do it every night. We've done it since the beginning of time. All you got to do to make a shout-out on this show, send a $5 or more donation to Clownvis to the rescue at PayPal. What the hell ever it says. Whatever it says below me. Below me. That's what you want to do. Not a lot of shout-outs tonight, just a few. I think everybody is putting their frog blankets on the King's Cup scenario. So I understand. Low shout-out night. That's what we want. We want low shout-out numbers to really drive up those raffle numbers. We're raffle crazy around here. Raph Skull Rose. Raph Axel Rose. Hey, the first one is really what we want to do. Oh, look at this. In the comments, Azrael226 says, can we push for you to be at the Royal Rumble on January 29th? Well, hell yeah! I would love to. I would love to be at the Royal Rumble. Is that what Johnny Knoxville's doing? I saw that Johnny Knoxville is going to be in the... it's just to promote the Jackass movie, so I would assume that was the when it's going to happen. I would love to be there. Hey, what did I hear about Harold Dufresne? I heard Harold Dufresne is going to be at the Super Bowl. I heard Harold Dufresne won a boat or a trailer? Soiled Kimono said, I missed you, Daddy. Soiled? I never left. I just went to get some milk. And also in the comments, before I start the shout-outs officially, Galleria Vita in the comments says, go read the Q&A, the Clownvis Q&A. I did an interview, a Q&A, an interview, and you can read it at indie.film.zine, I believe. You can find it on Instagram. If you ever wondered what goes on inside my head, maybe you could get your own head checked, because that's something that nobody, you got your own problems. But you do want to read my interview. Indie.film.zine at indie.film.zine. Z-I-N-E, like the old days. Zine, congratulations, Harold Dufresne won a camper. What are you going to do with it, Harold? Can we put a Clownvis wrap on it and take it around? You can come with? First shout out, of course, is from the Doofster himself, Harold Dufresne. Plus, I don't know if we're going to get to it next week because we're doing the raffle, but we got a new segment coming out, and it's 60 seconds with Harold Dufresne, where Harold will give you guys advice on this show. You're going to be getting quality 60 seconds worth of advice from Harold Dufresne, and it's going to run the gamut from how to live a good life, how to be a good person, to how to win these trips to the Super Bowl, how to win a camper, how to win, what, did you get to go to a taping of Friends or something, I think I remember? Harold Dufresne with the first shout out. Buckle up. Buckle up. A Harold Dufresne shout out to the... Oh, I'm sorry. I've gone cross-eyed. A Harold Dufresne shout out to all the King's Cup raffle participants. Even though we can't all win the raffle in the end, we're all winners because we're supporting the greatest show in the world, Clownvis to the rescue. And that really makes us all winners. Look at the brains on HD. That is why this show will soon be featuring a 60-second with Harold Dufresne segment that we're all excited about. Squeeb couldn't let me go to bed last night. He kept talking about it. Hey, this is another shout out from Recirculation Art, our friends out in Los Angeles. Shout out to my nephew Parker and Mason. That's two of them. They're visiting from Colorado. Well, I hope you guys are having fun in California. This is their first time being rescued by Clowny V, Ain't nothing like a first-time hit on Clownvis. These little dopamine weasels are going to be chasing the clown dragon from here on out. Everyone welcome Mason and Parker to the family. Bahiga! Mason, Parker, did you see me on that trivia run? I was unstoppable. Sometimes I think I'm unstoppable, and then I say, Clowny V, you ain't nothing special. You ain't nothing but dust and bones with a little bit of magic that makes you walk around. But then I get on a trivia tear. Woo! Here's another shout out from Norbert. Hey, Clownvis. He says, I love Norbert. Happy to hear from you, Norbert. Norbert says, hey, Clownvis, forgive me. It has been several months since my last shout-out. I simply had to send a shout-out to Harold Dufresne, that magical, positive, Cajun mojo master of goodwill. Also, a shout-out to you, Clownvis, for your finger-pointing healing wizardry on Wednesday's show. Did I do that? Did I do that? As always, you are the undisputed King of Clowns, and Harold Dufresne is the undisputed king of the sweepstakes. You both rock, man. As well as the entire unofficial Clownvis Mafia. That's all to you guys. One more shout out from the Z-Man. Zach Eiler says, shout out to my dad for agreeing to go to Texas with me to see my favorite clown, Clownvis, and his favorite band, The Blasters. Okay, maybe not his favorite, but they're definitely up in the top 10. He's been a fan of Dave and Phil Alvin for many years and is the man responsible for introducing me to the world of rock and roll. Can't wait for the father-son trip of a lifetime in May. Zach, that's cool. Everybody, throw your old man in the car and drive to Texas and come down and see Clownvis and the Blasters. Those are going to be a lot of fun shows, Zach, and I'm glad that you and your old man will be there. That will be something to remember. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you this. If you want to make a shout out on the next live show, which is Wednesday, the big raffle night, all you got to do is send a $5 or more donation to Venmo at Clownvis or PayPal, ClownvisRescue@gmail.com. We will make all your shout out dreams come true. Why? Shout out. I love this song. Change it up. Woo! Oh, look at this. We got a last minute shout out coming in from a very cool guy, Brett Charles. Brett Charles wants to send a last minute shout out, which are usually the most important ones. Last minute shout out to my friends Cody and Jane, who got engaged. Holy macaroni. Biting the big knot. Is that what they say? Biting the big knot? Tying the big knot. You don't bite the knot. Don't bite the knot. But the most beautiful thing, I'm reading Brett's thing now. The most beautiful thing in the Gems and Minerals exhibit at the Natural History Museum today. L'chaim. Are you kidding me? They got engaged in the Gems and Minerals exhibit. That's sweet. I like that. How was the how did the ring hold up to the other gems and minerals? Brett, did the guy say, "Oh, do you like those gems and minerals? How about these gems and minerals from Gerald's?" Gerald's Gems and Minerals. Zales Gems and Minerals. I'm beeping bopping boo bop HD. I was looking for a double dip. Ah, there it is. I forgot to send the double dip, says HD, but a shout out to Vanetta Gregory. I'm sorry, Vanita. It's not Vanetta. I met Vanita in person, and she says, Clownvis, I'm such a fan. But by the way, it's Vanita, not Vanetta. And I said, Vanita, I promise I will always remember that. And just now, I forgot it for a moment. but I caught myself. Shout out to Vanita Gregory for being on after show chat last night. Let's all go over and watch Harold's after show chat. What do you guys do there? Is that on YouTube? How do can I go with you guys right now? I'll go with you over there. I don't have a lot of time. I got to put some stuff together here tonight. Is it on Instagram? Can I go live with you on Instagram? My name is Clownvis. We're going to get going, guys. Always a fun show. Thank you so much to our guest, Kid Cadet. Make sure you check out Talk Culture Podcast. I'm going back on there at the end of the month, and they really dig deep. They dig deep. Harold Dufresne says, YouTube, yes, you can. Harold, if you can send me Harold, send me an invite link. I'll go there with you right now if we can. I'll go with you right now and say hi. All right, everybody, my name is Clownvis. Your name is whatever the hell your name is. The show, Clownvis to the Rescue. Make sure you go to clownvistotherescue.com and participate in the King's Cup raffle, because this is the only cup that I can find around the studio. And I wanted to go off on a high note. If this is the last one, I will someday procure another one, but this is a mighty special cup. And like I said, I don't even know if I said on the show, I'm going to be raffling off a Zoom meet and greet, a personal Zoom meet and greet, where one of the raffle winners will just get like 15 minutes with me. Whether you like it or not, you're going to have to take it. Everybody find that Harold Dufresne link, and he's going to email it to me. We'll go to the after show and say hello. What up, what up, what up, what